You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drakewing Gaming. Instead of on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you on the Let's Play episode of Dawntide, Billy's Path. So let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, we're up, and let's go. Billy and I are the only ones at the table. The restaurant is empty, aside from what looks like a couple over in that far corner. Billy's nose twitches and grimace passes over him before he shakes it off. You okay? Heh, what? Your face, you did sort of mimic the expression back to him. Oh, that. I've been sitting down all day. Makes me restless. Like you've got to get the energy out? Yeah, exactly. I lean back on my chair, resting a shin on my knee and stretching my arms out to the sides. I get that. I haven't been sleeping properly, so I've been trying to do the same. What do you do for it? I go for walks usually, when I can anyway. It's hard to fit the time in. I walk long enough to wear you out. It needs to be like 3 hours minimum, with a good pace. Probably up to Pole Hole and back from here. I definitely don't go that far. You need something more intensive then. You tried running? I've got the kit, but... I moved the wide sole of my boot in a circular motion. I've got those flat marten feet. Not the best. At least you got 2 of them. Ha! True. My eyes trace the lines of muscles down from his thigh to below his knee. His fur disappears beneath a series of tight straps. The line continues through the hard material until it tapers into a rubbery crescent spring. Checking out the goods? I'm just impressed, I suppose, thinking about how much time you must have spent with surgeries, and I look back up at him, a bit embarrassed. You might have overstepped. Sorry, you probably don't really want to talk about that, do you? Not really. It's fine, though. The bearings around his knee quietly groan as his thigh muscles tense and define themselves. His nose twitches again as a sly look crosses his face. You got a bike? It's pretty shitty, but yeah. Why don't you come out with me tomorrow? Ha! No, it's too heavy. I'll ride it. You can take mine. I think back to the sleek, elegant racing bike perched by the booth from the old chariot. You're not being serious. I am. I need to swap the pedals over. I got the heavy one. You get the light one, so it balances out. Where do you plan on going? Billy exhales slowly and tips his head back in thought. I was gonna take the north coast down to Poldar, but I could shorten it to a quick 20-miler. 20 miles? That's quick? It's not as far as it sounds. There's a good turning point with a view to stop at. I've only really taken my bike to the shops and back. If it's really too much, we can circle around early and make it 10. But you said it yourself, you need wearing out. I suppose. Trust me, the only way to get past this is to push yourself through. He bangs the side of his fist on the table with each word. The contents of the glasses form small waves in response. So what do you say? It's sunny tomorrow, but chilly with a low headwind. It's perfect cycling weather. You have been meaning to exercise more. Or slow him down. He's being polite. Oh, go on. Might be fun. Go cycling. Yeah, hell yeah. It's gonna be fun. Go on then. Show me how it's done. With a final slam on the table, Billy sounds triumphant. Yes! You won't regret it. Alright, coffee is done. Oh, I love that expression. The vibration nudges the wine glass, which has rattled its way closer to the edge of the table with each of his smacks. As its base starts to cross the edge, a hard-fingered hand scoops under it and lifts it from the table. Calm down, Billy. Billy's posture relaxes, turning to Sal as a smug look falls over him. Guess what? I'm getting Riley out on a bike tomorrow. Sal looks surprised as she sips from her glass. Impressive. Can you get him to bring his mugs back to the kitchen too? You've signed up now, Riley. You ready for a boot camp? If you're gonna take the piss, I'll change my mind. Too late. I'll be there at 8 tomorrow to change pedals. Then we're off. 8? It's my first day off, man. 9 then. Otherwise we won't get out at all. You're already regretting this. Alright. What should I wear? Whatever sports stuff you got. Hard-soled shoes if you have them. I've got some gloves you can use and some spare pads. Pads? Undershorts, unless you want your balls done in. Sal grimaces as she sets down her glass. She waves to the waiter. It's your choice. I'll give you some of my tea if you need to grow them back. The waiter arrives back at the table with a card reader in hand. Sorry for the wait, guys. How would you like to pay? All in one card? We're splitting it. It should be $38.50 each. Our friend had to go, so I'll get his. The waiter taps at the device and hands it to Sal. Oh, sorry. Here you go. She thumbs through the contents of her wallet until she has a good stack of notes. She hands them to the waiter along with some coins. The waiter flicks through them. That's great, thank you. As the waiter pivots to Billy, Joe returns to the table. He still looks somewhat jaded, but he's calmer. The calm music which filled the room has faded out, leaving it empty. Aside from the occasional clatter of cutlery, it's closing time. What's the scores on the door, then? 38.50 each. There's an inward hissing sound from Joe's beak as he reaches for his wallet. Sitting down to his pint, he slips a credit card onto the table. Once the waiter has finished his rounds, he thanks us again before he's ushered over to the only other full table in the establishment. Our drinks are either finished swiftly or left as they are as we get ready to head out. At only 10 p.m., the town and the road are quiet. Tuesday night, I suppose. We shuffle to a crossroads spotted in the light of a street lamp. Billy sends a pebble clattering across the thin street to our right. Right. My place is up that way. I'll be around to grab you tomorrow morning, Riley. Woo, looking forward to it. I bet you are. He gives me a mocking wink. Have a good ride tomorrow. See you tomorrow, dude. Don't fuck up your other leg. I'll fuck yours up first. Billy brings the sharp edge of his prosthesis around to playfully smack against Joe's shin. After some laughter and jostling from the both of them, Billy turns up the hill to depart with a wave. See you, lads. You guys heading back to your place? Yep. You can come by if you want. Thanks, Riley. I'm good. I'll get people are tired tonight. Another time. No problem. We've got plenty of it. Joe uses a moment to pause to light a cigarette. So the gang's all back together, eh? Yep, it's been too long. You're telling me. Stray embers wander on the wind and die out. Joe's plumage shudders up with his shoulders, his feet edged to the narrow lane on our left. Well, good to see you both. We'll see you tomorrow. Don't be a stranger. See you then. With a wave of his free hand, Joe exits the light of the street lamp into a bushy pathway between two houses. Oh yeah, Riley, you still owe me that pint. Sal lets out a soft sigh, then turns onwards down the hill. You okay? I'm all right. Is it about Joe earlier? Not really. I mean, sort of. He's just doing what he does. I feel bad saying it, but Joe can be just a little much when he drinks. When it came up earlier that we hadn't had him around, well, that's why. Him and Billy can go a bit hard sometimes, but... And that's fine. I love them both. They're fun. But remember how Joe got at your birthday? Hard not to. He was hilarious. He was a wreck. Yeah, that was a bit much, maybe. I just didn't want tonight to go in the same way. Sorry for inviting him off the bat like that was weird. Nah, you're good. It'll be nice. I just want to bear that in mind with him. Things are okay between you two, though, right? Yeah, we're fine. I'll talk to him tomorrow. I think we're all a little tense about today. I understand. Sal and I continue to walk. Our footsteps bounce between the stone walls to fill the lull in conversation. We pass under a tree overhanging from the garden of a holiday home. Above us, its branches peel back to a quilt of white speckles. Good sky tonight. You want to get your telescope out when we get back? I should get an early one, really. Forecast is good this week, so it should be like this for a while. Thanks for setting up all this, Sal. It's nothing. I like working stuff out. As we round the bend, we find ourselves in one of the town's warm pockets, shielded from the ocean air. A streetlight cuts open the shadow of the valley. The murky black is pushed aside to ensure that we're still treading the familiar paths home. In the middle of its aura, there's a flicker of white. This time, it isn't a sunbeam across a window. It isn't a reflection in a crowd. The sun has gone in, and the street is empty. Lights from the town and sky, which before shone bright, now feel faded, drowned in the incandescence of two golden eyes. They're wide, surprised, sunflowers in a snowy field. His parted lips drift over soft pointed teeth to form a smile. His brows fall from their shock and come to rest above his eyes. The creases on his linen shirt ripple out as his shoulders drop. A lone word rises uncertain in his chest. When it escapes, it fills the space between us. Riley? I'm stunned. I didn't think I'd ever hear that voice speak my name again. I can barely bring myself to nod. It feels like I'm cast in thick, dreamy treacle. It is you, isn't it? The silence breaks in my throat. Yes, it's me. Is that you? As far as I recall, yes. I thought I'd seen you earlier. How have you been keeping? I've been keeping well. Liar. Glad to hear it. I'm loving the new look. He points to my sweater. Oh, thanks. Sorry, Riley, who is... It's him. I speak with certainty. It's Griff. Sal's eyes widen for a moment, sparked by the realization. Oh! She looks to Griff. We both move closer into the spotlight. It's good to put a face to a name. Riley's told me about you. Oh, good thing. All good things, I hope. Of course, it was a long time ago, though. You guys used to date, right? Sal, you can't just... Ha! It's alright. Yes, we went out for a while. Just went out? It was more than that. Was it? Yeah, like Sal said, it was a long time ago, so... What have you been up to? Where have you been? Begging to know. Well, I moved with my folks back across the pond, finished up school, and now I work. What sort of work? Antiques, making sure to get where they need to go. They've got some pieces on that ship in the bay, actually. Wow, that's so cool. What sort of antiques? Stupid question. Pots, furniture, heirlooms, it's pencil pushing, really, but it lets me travel. How about you, Riley? He looks at me again with his shining eyes. I feel embarrassed if they weren't so comforting. Nothing special. I just work at a cafe in town, nothing special. People need good coffee more than they need a bunch of old trinkets. Maybe I should swing by. What's the place? The buoy, down along the waterfront. I went past there earlier. Looked nice. The numbness of shock has subsided, and I can feel the urgent thudding in my chest. How long are you here for? Just a week, unfortunately. I've got some engagements back home after that. We should do something, though. You free at all? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!